All right, so I am making this video because I see some common mistakes that I think that if we go over some concepts here in this video, if you really take it to heart and try to implement it when you do your 9v9 attacks, you'll see an improvement in your hit rate. I'm not going to get into base identification. I'm not going to get into how to execute an attack strategy. I'm going to go over my 4 principles that I look for a 9v9 attack. Use a couple of examples from this past war that missed 1, 2, or all of these, and then I'm going to go over one of my attacks from a previous war that I think really is a good example of the principles here. So take a good look at those. They're listed in order of importance. Number 1, 9v9. My number 1 rule is reduce risk. It's 9v9. You don't have to get complicated. It's not 10v10. It's not 10v11. It's not 11v11. It's 9v9. Don't make it harder than it has to be by opening yourself up to unnecessary risk. 2 is create predictable pathing. 3 is achieve value. The reason that's number 3 is because everyone has a different favorite attack strategy or attacking style. I tend to have small or no kill squads. So value is relative for me in my attacks. My value is creating pathing. And then number 4 is be efficient. So we're gonna take a look at a couple of examples of attacks that, again, like I said, missed the mark, and see what we could have done better or changed. So and I don't mean to pick on you guys. I just was scrolling through some of the fails, and these looked like good examples to me, and I think you guys can take it, and hopefully you can improve from this. So the first attack we're going to look at is my favorite commuter, Anki, for his hit on number 17. So he has bowlers in the CC. This was a cleanup hit, and he's trying to get a kill squad to take out all this and then come into the middle. So he'll get the queen, he'll get 2 ADs, he'll get a couple archer towers, hopefully get some expos and maybe a sweeper or both. And I think, so we'll watch the replay here. We'll fast forward through the funnel. Funnel was efficient. Could have had that golem down up here a little earlier so that wizard survived. But his funnel was fine. He gets the golems down here. Again, lost 3 wizards there. So we're talking about efficiency. If those golems are down to take that cannon, you save 3 wizards there. And you could have brought more loons instead of those 3 wizards. So he comes in, he wall breaks here, and he brings his bowlers in for a rage. See, he heals his kill squad there. I'm not sure about it, but the CC was there doing work because he wanted to get all the way back. But here's where, if we pause it right here, here's where there was nothing particularly risky about this attack. He did create predictable pathing, but he didn't get value and he wasn't efficient. 1 hound and 14 loons and 3 hastes is not enough to get through 2 air defenses and 4 untanked wizard towers. Those are defense number 1 and defense number 2 that pose the biggest risk to loons. So where Anki missed the mark was he didn't achieve value. I think if maybe he had brought a second jump and bled it into one of these air defenses and then just looned the other side with 1 haste, that would have been better value. And then there's 2 Teslas right here as well. So where Anki missed the mark was he wasn't efficient with his funnel. So troops that he had to burn on the funnel because of untanked defenses that could have been tanked, he lost the ability to bring some loons. and one hound is not enough to get through all this. So before this attack started, you could have predicted fail. The kill squad was never going to get deep enough to get all of this. So again, when you're doing attacks, think to yourself, is this, like, actually ask yourself, like, can this actually work? And what are the reasons why it wouldn't work? Reason number one here being my kill squad doesn't get far enough because I don't have enough tanking or troops to get far enough. And you can see, like, why this came up short. There's just way too much base left. So again, didn't achieve value and wasn't efficient on the funnel. He got close. If he was a little bit more efficient and maybe saved the heal for his loons, then it could have worked. But so you can see it peters out. Example number 2 is Sinful Pole on 28. And this is a good example of my number one rule, reduce risk, right? So he comes in, and I think this was a cleanup hit, with a Queen Ho, which I love Queen Hos. I think it's a great strategy. But on this attack, he is limiting himself. If you don't get the queen on a Queen Ho, it's a fail. If you don't get the enemy queen on a Queen Ho. And what he's doing is he has set himself up where if he doesn't hit the double layer wall break, his queen won't take out the enemy queen. He did a good job of creating a good funnel for his queen and predictable pathing. But again, he did not reduce risk because he relied on a double layer wall break to kill the enemy queen, which, if you ask me, is taking on risk, not reducing it. So if we keep watching this, wall break fails. He's running out of wall breakers. He brings in 4 more. If he hits that wall, then he might be able to sneak a queen kill in here. Gets a CC lure, but at the end of the day, his plan was for queen to kind of come this way, wall break here, and then wall break in here, to get into this expo compartment to kill the queen. I would personally, again, everyone has a different attacking style. That's taking on too much risk for me to feel confident in that plan. I think there's probably a less risky way to achieve that plan. You could do a shattered hog attack here, 2 golems here, wizards to funnel, just throw a jump right there, get king queen going in, you get the enemy queen, you get the CC, you get all the same value you're looking for the same spell investment, and you actually probably end up with a little bit more hogs in your camp. That would have been maybe the way to correct that and just reduce the risk there. So you can see where this attack comes up short. He has to pop queen here. She keeps walking down. He knows it's a fail because enemy queen is not dead. So he gets the hogs going. I think it would have succeeded if his double layer succeeded. And again, I'm not saying that that's not a good plan, but in my opinion, relying on if it's a Lalo, if say it's a TDH, then you can have minions come in behind your loons to take out that queen. So you have kind of a plan B to fall back on. But with a hog attack, there's no plan B there unless you hit that double layer break to kill the queen. In my opinion, taking on too much risk, 9v9. There's got to be a better way to take out the base. For our last example of an attack that has gone wrong, we're gonna start off here. So he wants to take out this cannon right here, and what he does is he drops a loon and a baby drag, and that's all he gets. 15 camp space, 1 cannon. What I would have done is I would have dropped 2 loons gets that cannon. I know he might have been looking for more here, but with the air defense there, it's a little lofty, and really for his funnel, all you needed was that cannon. All you need is 2 loons there. You save 5 camp space. That's an extra hog for your attack there. Now, if we come up here, that wizard's gonna die. He's trying to break his kill squad in here, so he just needs 1, 2 to go down. There's 3 wizards here. Golem comes down. There's 4 wizards now. Wizard right there. He didn't need a wizard right there. If he just drops his king on that army camp, it stays out of range of the archer tower, and it'll go left. So that, again, efficiency on the funnels. Could have been more efficient with this attack. He spent 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 died. So he spent 6 wizards on the funnel. An extra 5 camp space over here instead of 2 loons. He used the loon and a baby drag. So right then and there, we're talking if we're really trying to be efficient, because he could have taken out this and this with a minion there, a minion there, and a minion there instead of 6 wizards. We're talking about 30 camp, 25 camp space that he wasted on the funnel where he could have used extra hogs. Now, another thing here, he's wall breaking in. I think it's a great wall break. I don't think it's a risky wall break because the mortar is being tanked. But where he missed the mark here is he brought bowlers without a jump. Essentially, that limits the bowler's value to this area here. Whereas if he throws a jump here, then not only does he get more value, but he gets deeper in the base. So pretend pretend all this is gone with a jump here on Rage Bowlers. Then his hog pathing is so defined around the base here. You figure you throw a heal here and a heal here and you're good to go. Or if he just brings his heroes and gets this without the jump, then he gets 3 heals to go around and then CC hogs. And with the inefficiency on the funnel, CC hogs is 6, he gets another 4 hogs through being efficient on the funnel. That's an extra 10 hogs on this base, where you don't really need more than just kind of this, and the heroes behind the golem guarantee that. You don't even need a jump. You don't even need a rage. You could have brought 4 heals. So again, it speaks to, 1, did he reduce risk? Yeah, he did. I don't think this is a particularly risky attack. Did he create predictable pathing? Yeah, he did. He did a decent job of that. This base is pretty cut out. Did he achieve value? Not for what he invested in that funnel and that kill squad, and that was through inefficiency. I think whether he brings a jump rage or just no bowlers, CC hogs, and 4 heals there, he triples the base either way. My attacking style tends to be smaller kill squads, bigger back ends, so I would have gone the 4 heal route and just the cold blood hero entry. So he brings the hogs in, and you can see where this attack falls short. He needed, imagine if he had 4 camp hogs and CC hogs right now. That's a 3-star if he has that. These Teslas, this cannon go down with an extra 10 hogs. And if he had no CC bowlers and CC hogs, or no CC, if he had, you know what I'm trying to say. 10 more hogs gets this base, and this is a 3-star. So again, an example of, did he reduce risk? Yeah. Did he create predictable pathing? He did. Did he achieve value? Not for what he invested, and he was not efficient in his funnel, so he burned camp space in areas where he could have used additional hogs. Now, those are 3 examples of just attacks that went wrong. I want to show you an example of one of my attacks that I think is a good example of kind of hitting on all these cylinders here, right? All right, so there was a little bit of a problem the way the video exported. The audio got screwed up. So I had to screen record, and then export it and do all this stuff. So sorry for the lower quality, but I want to go over this attack because I think it really touches on a lot of points of minimizing risk, creating pathing, achieving value, and being efficient. So if we click play here, we're going to start at 6 o'clock. It's a wizard right there and 4 archers on the other side. Now the purpose of the 4 archers is to step up and take the gold mine. There's no spot for a Tesla right there, and another wizard there would be at a range of the archer tower, but with 4 archers they get a little bit more range. So they'll step up and stay out of range, and then the wizard guarantees the funnel for the queen. Now, you'll see here, over here there's an archer, and over here there's an archer. The purpose of those archers is to the purpose of the archer at 9 is to just create a little bit of a path for the Valks that are going to come down. But the purpose of the archer at 3 is to, 1, test for any Teslas there, because it looks like a good spot for some Teslas. So if anything pops, say 2 Teslas were to pop there, right? Then I can adjust my Lalo deployment and still get them to path the way that I want them to. If they pop during my Lalo deployment, it can ruin my pathing. And there's no Teslas there, so I just get some free percentage with an archer. Golem and queen comes down, the funnel is happening. You can see the funnel on the right side is guaranteed. And then 2 Valks come down on the left side. Now, some of you are going to say, like, hey, Lito, why didn't you just use a baby dragon there for 10 camp space instead of 2 Valks for 16? The reason why I brought 2 Valks is because they're tankier, and they're going to tank this archer tower for my king, so my king doesn't take any damage when he comes down inside to take the jump. So he just started taking damage from the X-bow, whereas with a baby drag, the air defense and the archer tower would have already been on him, and you can see I needed every ounce of the tanking that my king gets. The entry, the way the funnel worked out, there was no risk of anything not taking that jump. There was no chance that my queen with ability wouldn't guarantee both the air defenses that were right there. And you can see I've created very predictable pathing now with a hound and loons from 6 o'clock. The deployment comes down. I have already determined how many loons I'm going to drop on each defense, where I'm going to drop them, and then predetermined all my spell spots on this raid. A thing you'll notice is early minions on cleanup at 5 o'clock just behind those loons. It's amazing what early cleanup will do to your raid. Couple flanking loons coming in here to tank the back end defenses. I was supposed to get to that wizard tower at 10 o'clock sooner with those 3 loons, but I didn't. Ended up working out totally fine. I have a couple of leftover troops. Again, the early cleanup's doing wonders over there. Get the other cleanup down. And it's a 3-star. So you can see, 1, I reduced the risk by creating a funnel that wasn't possible for my heroes to not take. No matter where there were any pop-up Teslas or anything, my heroes were going to take that jump. So there was no risk in terms of getting what I needed to get out of my kill squad. If I got back to the 2 air defenses, they did their job. If I get anything more, it's just gravy. I created predictable pathing for my loons by carving out that area. I achieved the value that I wanted to get by being efficient on my funnel. I funneled out that, so essentially for 2 air defenses, the CC, the enemy queen, couple Teslas, couple archer towers. I got that for a golem, a wizard, 4 archers, 2 Valks, and my heroes. And to me, that is just such good value for a back-end Lalo. It leaves 7 spell space, and a ton of troops. So just let that be a lesson for, one, how do I reduce my risk? Again, you know, using the archers to try to test for Teslas too, that can be a way to reduce risk. Create predictable pathing, achieve value, be efficient. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out in